innocent sign. It's all falling apart now. 'Cause we were doing fine until you messed it up now. I hate you, you hate me. Let's set fire to the street. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. I hate you, you hate me. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere.
Hello and welcome to Fusion Pro Wrestling. I am your host, your commentator, Pretty Boy Paul Slater, alongside with my colleague here, BK. What's going on, BK? Welcome to the Fusion.
Oh, thank you very much. There is something that I wanted to mention earlier when you're talking about, the great American that DHA is and what Lux did, and then you want to turn around and you want to talk about what a great performer Curt Bombastic is. In all actuality, since Curt stole somebody's move, when you steal something, shouldn't there be police charges? Shouldn't he be in trouble?
Hold on a
stealing
second.
somebody's move?
Take a time out here. Let's take a time out.
Okay.
He stole a move. He didn't steal anything of value. He didn't blow up a $300,000 car. He used a professional wrestling move, BK.
I'm sitting here and I was thinking about that because I was here last week when I saw that video. Yes, I see where it had Lux's name down there, but there's actually no evidence that Lux did anything. Hell, as far as we know, anybody could have went up there and spray painted his name on it.
Oh, you don't think that car had some type of camera? A $300,000 car. We're going to find out who did what. I'm sure that car had just filled with cameras.
Well, had it filled with cameras. Okay, so yeah, whatever. Okay. It's really hard to go into a battle of wits with somebody that is only half ready. So I'm going to leave you alone on that one. But anyway, we are getting ready to get started, ladies and gentlemen. Our first match that's going to be coming up is the ladies, and actually Samantha Foxy. I'm getting word from the back. Samantha Foxy is going to be joining us here for this match, so we're waiting for Samantha to come out. If you have friends who do not know that we have SL Wrestling, or if they've been to one and don't know that FPW is actually in thing right now, why don't you go ahead and send them a TP and bring them in? Just make sure that when you do, try to TP them on the other side of the barricade. We know accidents happen. Nobody's going to get in trouble if they land on this side, but it's all possible. Try to land them over there.
Yeah, don't land them near me. I don't want these people near me.
Trust me. You're just like COVID. Nobody wants to be near you either.
Yeah, well, wear a mask then. How about that?
Oh, I can do that. Hold on. Let me reach in my pocket.
Well, we have a big action-packed show tonight. In our first match, Brooke Owens will be taking on Emma Higgins.
Okay. Oh, here comes Samantha. And there, I have my mask on. Are you happy?
Oh, good. You don't have to smell that Crown Royal.
Trust me, I don't drink from my work. Here comes one of my favorite women here in FPW, Samantha, joining us.
Guys, hello everybody, hello FPW world.
Oh God.
People tonight are so ready for the show.
Well, I mean, it's FPW. What do you expect?
I'm glad of it. I'm actually glad of it.
Well, I mean, everybody is. We got a great crowd going here. We have great performers in the back. Everybody's always ready for FPW.
I didn't get any word that Sammy was even coming down here. I didn't get approved by me.
I'm sorry. I invited her down here.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to have a talk.
You can all you want to. Like I said, I just wanted to add some class and some beauty to the comms table, so that's why Sam's here.
Well, you already had me for that. The beauty of it. No comment on that. Okay. Anyway, let's get to the show on the road. Coming down the aisle, hailing from Orlando, Florida, standing at 5'6", weighing 130 pounds. He is the Black Swan, Brooke Owens. Well, we know why Sammy's out here, okay? She's got a little issue with Brooke Owens. hailing from NGC 1300. Standing at 5'10", weighing 130 pounds, Emma Higgins.
Excuses are all that I hear. All I can see when I look in the mirror. I can't escape all these thoughts.
There's Brooke Owens. Just staring at you, Sandy.
Actually, I think she's talking to you.
Yeah, go to your ring and wrestle. Relax.
I tell you what, Brooke. When the music dies down, I'll do it. How's that?
You know what? I'm glad Sandy's that. Glad Sammy. You know what? I'm glad you're out of here. I'm glad you're out of here. I had Brooke Owens side up.
In the heat of the moment, the fear as you frozen, you're crushing and burning. When lights at its fullest, don't fall too far from who you are. They can count this moment where our stars. In the heat of the moment, the fear as you frozen, you're crushing and burning. When lights at its fullest, don't fall too far from who you are. Try to tear us apart, but no, I will.
You got some nerve, you know. Brooke's got some nerve.
Well, I mean, you know, you want people to respect you. She's only asking for the same thing. You get what you give. I mean, let's be perfectly honest. She didn't like the way that you announced. She didn't like the way that you announced her, so she was letting you know.
I called her the Black Swan. What else does she want? Is that her name?
Don't ask me because I kind of take this thing where I make sure that I don't mispronounce people's names and I don't make fun of them if I possibly can. I just do everything by the book, and then that way I don't get in trouble. You can get in all the trouble you want to, whatever.
That's fine. That's fine. See, you're a coward. That's what you're saying. You're a coward. You're gonna let me get in trouble. I thought we were a team. I thought we were a team.
It has nothing to do with being a coward. It's being smart. We're outnumbered here. There's more women than men here. Mama didn't raise no fool.
It's ringing the bell finally. Let's start with the match.
And go right into lockup. You know, a lot of people will ask, why do wrestlers go into lockups? Why do they do this? Why do they do that? It's actually a strategic move, because when you go into a lockup, you want to try to see if you can find where your opponent's strength is coming from. Is it coming from their arms? Is it coming from their waist? Is it coming from their legs and everything else? And it actually helps you pick out weaknesses during the match.
Oh.
Emma goes, when they went from a lock up wrist, and Emma goes to a wrist lock counter. Brooke is countering and comes up with her own wrist lock. Nice chain wrestling by Brooke.
Samantha's got a lot of I'm out here scouting for this match, Samantha. Well, I mean, what do you see in here? You see with Brooke in here. What are your observations? Like, DK they had stewed observation of how the lockup starts that nobody asked about. What do you think about what's going on here with Brooke Owens?
So far, Brooke Owens is playing quite well at the little game at the moment. She's being very technical.
Well, she seems to have your number.
Well, that's
I
why.
mean, nothing bad for observing and perhaps preparing for the match, because let's remember the fact that we still have a match, Shinomi, and so far we are both having one win and I am unfortunately one loss, so let's see what's going to happen tonight.
Well,
And Brooke does the smart thing, and she ends up sliding out of the ring, catching her breath, regathering her thoughts. Looks like Emma kind of caught her off guard a little bit. Brooke seems a little bit frustrated, but, that's just part of the game. Filling out her opponent, doing the right thing. Nicole, our referee, is staying on Brooke, telling her to get back. Here comes Brooke right back into the... Oh, and she comes right in and hits a... It's a huge impact move.
Wow. I don't think Brooke's seen that coming at all.
Absolutely not, because I don't think Brooke would have seen it that she would have come in. And there we go for the first pin of the match. 1, 2, and Brooke manages to kick out. Nicole right on top of that one.
I personally believe you would expect that kind of mistakes from a rookie, but from somebody that is being like the Black Swan, a multiple champion, you sure wouldn't expect doing that kind of mistake. It's been a very mistake from an arrogant person.
Oh, arrogant. She called her arrogant. Wow.
Well, I mean, now in all honesty, sometimes veterans do get a little bit overconfident when they get into the ring with somebody that either we've never seen before, or they've never seen before, and they go in with a certain, a certain arrogance and a certain confidence. But I mean, even the best of us, things you get caught off guard. You things that you don't expect because it's an opponent you've never seen before. And I think that's what happened with Brooke. She didn't know what to expect, and apparently Emma has been scouting Brooke and watching some old video on her and knew what to expect and was ready for her.
Well, this Emma's not on there. I mean, where the hell is she even from? I never even heard of NGC 1300. Nobody's explained that to me.
I mean, she could have come from the future. We are in Future Pro Wrestling. Could it be?
Oh, looks like I'm. Go ahead, BK.
No, I was just gonna say it looked like Brooke was going for a submission, some kind of arm hold. I couldn't exactly tell what it was, and Emma was able to make her way over to the ropes. They had to break. There's your answer, Paul. Kimberly brought her in her TARDIS.
Kimberly's got a big mouth. Let me tell you, wanker.
Oh,
Keep calling me wanker.
are you really one to talk about somebody that's got a big mouth?
That's my job. My job is to have a big
there's
mouth.
going to be a pin.
Go down for the second pin. 1, 2. Oh, and Emma was actually able to kick out of that nice bridge pin by Brooke. And now this is where the veteran part is going to take over. Now Brooke is going to be very methodical, and she's going to be very deliberate with all of her moves. And I think Emma's about to be, what's the saying? Is about to go to a wrestling clinic.
Well, no, this is harassment.
Go follow.
They always say that. Go ahead, BK. I keep interrupting. Go ahead.
I was going to say, no, it's fine. I was just going to say that, Brooke whipped Emma into the ropes, and looked like Emma countered and come down, and Brooke is down again.
Oh. I don't think Brooke expected to have this much of a hard time with Emma, but I think she's might be a little bit distracted because see Sammy over here with us.
I don't know, because Samantha's over here doing what she was asked to. She's coming down, she's scouting the match, she's helping us out. She's not doing anything to cause a distraction. Brooke is a veteran. She knows what she's doing.
I mean, if that would be the case, I would never have seen somebody complain that the commentary because they're distracting a wrestler. That would be probably the first time, I believe.
And there was another 2 count that Emma was able to get on that. That's 2 close pinfalls. Brooke making her way over to the ropes, using the ropes. Uh-oh. Brooks. Oh, nice big boot.
I mean, Brooke's already mad at me. I don't want her to know that I had anything to do with Sammy coming out here. Okay.
So it's not like everything's.
No.
It's not like you need permission.
Don't worry, Paul. In case if even Brooke has something to say or something to argue with, she will take face to face with me, and I will be the first one to be in the middle. I'll be safe. Don't worry.
How nice. That's really a nice thing to say. I really appreciate that.
Well, I mean, at least I have some guts.
Whoa.
Probably than somebody doesn't have. Like somebody in the ring.
Whoa.
Since she decided to drop the open challenge.
Well, I mean, I think she had something to do. I mean, let's not judge her. I mean, she had something to do.
Please, for good Lord.
And right now,
Usually
Brooke,
when you do a challenge, you do not grab it back.
Yeah, but you ever hear of emergency? She must have had an emergency that she had to leave the ring.
Yeah, emergency my butt.
Wait a minute.
right now, Brooke is totally in control.
Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Where's she going?
I don't know.
See, and she's over here saying about how she's not distracted, and then she gets up and she goes into the ring now. What's she doing, BK?
Oh, she must have taken a page out of your boy Curt Bombastic's book and going out to screw with her opponent. I mean, it's only fair when he does it.
Oh,
I
so
can
it's
say that.
okay. It's okay.
Of course it is.
Oh, my God.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
What is that? If you have something to say, come tell it to my face. Come on.
Look at this. This should be a disqualification right now.
Wait a minute. I said something about a disqualification a few weeks ago, and Sammy has not stepped into the
Look,
ring. So
I
she
have
has not
even
inserted
my
herself into the
hands
match.
behind my back. I'm not even eating you. You want to say something? Tell it to my face.
What is... Sammy really wants a piece of Brooke Owens, but, I mean, come on. She sat out here saying how she's just out here to watch and to come and commentate with us. This is ridiculous. She came out here for a reason.
So, all she's doing is getting to the head of her opponent. She's playing mind games. Isn't that what you say that your boys do? Is just playing mind
As you
games?
wish.
Uh-oh, going to a schoolboy. Emma's got her. We got 1, 2, and a 3.
Oh, see what I mean?
Whoa. Brooke Owens has just been upset by Emma Higgins. Brooke's definitely not happy about it.
There's your winner via pinfall, Emma Higgins. With the assist of Samantha Foxy is what we should be saying. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to what you said. My boys, this, at least my guys don't lie about it.
Really, your guys have never lied about anything.
No, they're truthful.
Wow. Okay, well, if you believe that, then I have the most front property in Kansas I want to sell you.
I don't like being here.
Wait, hold on. Brooke's talking to me. Okay, hold on.
Oh, Brooke's got something to say. You know what, Sam? Brooke says, you want to prove so badly you deserve to be in the ring with me? Next week at Throwback Thursday, you got it. Oh, next week, BK.
Well, I mean, okay, let's back up just a little bit. Brooke did issue an open challenge. Sammy tried to accept it. Brooke said no, so Sammy figures, okay, if you won't accept the challenge, I'm going to make you notice me. So Sammy's getting what she wants. She got into Brooke's head, and now she's got a match for Throwback Thursday next week. That's a brilliant
At
move on
last,
Sammy's part.
seems this one shows some balls, at least.
Oh.
Anyway,
that's
have
a
fun, everybody. Have a good
Yeah.
show.
Thank you for coming out, Sammy. Too
I
bad
see
you
you
can't stay.
next time.
Too bad you can't
Bye-bye,
stay for all of
BK.
it.
Bye-bye,
Thank
Paul.
God.
Too bad you can't stay out here with me so we can put duct tape over Paul's mouth.
We just like to take a quick break and thank each and every single one of you in the crowd for showing up. You really do help make each and every show we make exciting, and it means the world to us. We also like to thank our partners who have helped us with starting up and helping us along our journey. We want to say a special thanks to WPWF. Catch their shows every Saturday night at 6 p.m. SLT. Also like to thank OEW, who will be back this Sunday at 11 a.m. SLT time. Smart Tees, our official supplier of merchandise for FPW, as well as NMA wrestling gear. It's mesh designed by Maddie and Classic. Yeah, I like how you stuck up for Sammy there. You know, she did something wrong. She sat there and lied to us, BK. Just lied to us, straight
Wait
to
a
our
minute.
faces.
Whoa. No, she didn't. She said that what she said was she come out here to scout, which is what she did. Never once did she ever say, "Oh, I'm coming out here," or "I'm not coming out here to, get into mind games." She never once said she was doing something to the opposite. She never said what she was doing out here. We just knew that I invited her to come out here, knowing Brooke was going to be out here. And it's just one of those things that she took it upon herself. It's not a lie if you don't say if you go against something you say.
Wow.
Never once did she say, "I'm not going to do anything."
You know what, BK? Light travels faster than sound. You know that? That's why when some people appear to be bright, they start talking, and then you realize they're not that bright like you. She lied to us.
Yes, and we know you were so bright that your mother had to call you son.
Hardy har har. That was a good one, actually. I like that. All right, coming down the aisle. Go right in our second match here. Helen from Dublin, Ireland. Standing at 6 foot, weighing 210 pounds. Accompanied by Neon Shadow. He is the last Irish outlaw, Bazza Windlow.
Now, I know Bazza is one of your guys. This is a one-on-one. That's all it is. Why does he need Neon?
Support.
Support?
Support. Yeah, support, BK.
Well, I mean, considering the fact that the promo that Neon cut last week and the way Bazza is, I'm sure that it means an athletic supporter, right?
Yes, how you doing? See, Neon just gave me a high five. Respect. Respect right there.
I know Bazza ain't calling me a bitch. I'll get up and kick your teeth all the way back.
Whoa.
You little boy. I know he didn't false up and say that to me.
Hey, let's just take it easy here.
Well, I mean, all I simply said was, why does he need him out here? And he said, because I got French bitch, and he didn't specify who he was talking to.
He does.
I got no issues kicking his ass all the way back to Ireland.
And his opponent, hailing from Raleigh, West Virginia, standing at 6 foot, weighing 240 pounds. He's the journeyman, Brian Bennet.
Oh, really, Bazza? Okay, I want anybody in the back that does the booking, set me up with Bazza anytime.
Oh, you gonna come out of retirement, BK?
Yeah, just for him, I would. Just for that.
Oh, man. You just said it's your funeral.
Well, that's perfectly fine. Just make sure that you go get your weave and your nails done so you look good whenever I put you in the retirement home.
Never know what you're going to get here at Fusion Pro Wrestling. That's what makes it so great. He's not used to that.
Brian can bring what he wants.
He's got a weapon. He's got a weapon.
Who's got a weapon? Bazza's got backup. It's only fair.
No, it's not backup, BK. It's support. It's support.
Backup, really? After what happened last week, you think that Neon's not going to do something?
He's not there.
I cannot believe that you are that high.
It's support. You didn't bring a weapon down. You bring a 2x4 down.
Yeah, but Brian did exactly what I told you that he did. He saw what happened last week, knowing that Bazza was not going to come out here by himself and Bennet come out here prepared. I give him tremendous respect and kudos for coming out here for that. And yes, Bazza, I told give me an opportunity. I would kick your head off, I would drop you on your head, and I would send you to the retirement home.
Oh. You don't know what you're getting yourself into, BK. It's been a while since you've been in the ring.
Bazza doesn't know what he's getting himself into. I've been in the ring with some of the best.
Oh.
Easy on the goods, darling.
Easy on the goods. Didn't I didn't realize marbles were called goods.
Oh.
Yeah, you're the best, all right, but I'm gonna be professional, and I'm not gonna say everybody what you are the
You
best
know, I'm
at.
just letting you know. If Bazza comes over here, I'm just getting out of the way, BK. You're
That's
starting
fine.
his own stuff.
That's perfectly fine.
I
Get
got a
out of
brand
the
new
way.
shirt here. I don't want to get ripped or nothing getting in the middle of this.
All right, so let's get this match underway. And the bell has rung. Men coming to the center of the ring. Bazza goes right into a lockup.
Oh, looks like you might have fired him up a little bit, BK. He looks.
I don't care if he's fired up or not. I'll put that flame out really quick. Goes into an overhead arm breaker, trying to dislocate that shoulder.
Brian Bennett's his second match here at Fusion Pro Wrestling. We see him against last week against DHA, coming up with the loss. Hopefully he can rebound this week.
Oh, and Brian goes in and it reverses it, and now he has got it. Now he's in control. Wrenching down Bazza's arm. Oh, very nice wrist lock strike. Takes him into a hammer lock, putting some more torque on that shoulder. Oh, nice drop toe hold. Push Brian's face right to the mat. Bazza comes off the ropes with a little momentum, hits him with the standing senton.
I'll tell you what, I mean, I know you had some words with him, but you got to respect. Bazza's pretty quick in the ring.
I don't have to respect anything. I get what I'm given. He called me what he did. I'll tell him exactly what he could do with his respect.
Hey.
And you know what? And you actually know what Neon said to Tristan last week? That's about the way Bazza's going to be when I get done putting my respect where it belongs on him.
Oh, wow. Jeez.
Bazza picked the wrong commentator because I've done what he does. I'm not somebody to sit back here and just take a bunch of nonsense from someone who's usually like him.
Well,
Bennet taking it to Bazza, knocks him down, hit him with a scoop slam, and then goes in for a leg drop.
that was like Brian Bennett's in control right now.
Bennet is no slouch. Bennet goes in for the first pin. We got a 1, 2. Oh, just a 2 count.
Yeah, that ref should keep a keen eye on that 2x4 though, that Brian Bennett brought down.
She really she needs to keep an eye on Neon because Bennet would have to get out of the ring and pick. See, look at him. He jumped up on the ring. What was that you said earlier? Doesn't that need to be a disqualification whenever Sammy jumped up there?
He's
Hey, ref,
talking to the ref.
Tell
It's different.
Brian to get off of Bazza. He's being too forceful.
Be too forceful. That's what he's saying. That's all.
What the fuckery?
Oh, look at that. Low
Don't you yell
blow
at me.
behind the ref's back.
Don't you yell
I
at me.
didn't see nothing.
Of course you didn't see it.
Focus on what's going on in the ring, Nicole. Don't focus on me.
Okay. Now Bazza's taking advantage of the low blow that the ref missed, and he is working Brian's leg. Hyperextended the knee. Uh-oh. You take the legs out. You take the strength of any opponent out because the saying goes, you're all the same size when you're on the mat.
Oh. Bazza's in full control now. I mean, it's a ref's fault for paying attention to Neon Shadow.
Neon is not scheduled to be in this match. He shouldn't even be on the apron. That's where you're tag matching. You have a tag partner.
You know, if you were going to have a match with Bazza and you said, Paul, I want your support, I probably would say no, number one.
Well,
But I would, if I was going to support you, I would come down and support you. That's all, Matt. That's what friends do.
Yeah, but we're not friends, so I would never ask you for that. Bazza puts Bennet into the corner and hits him with 2 running knee strikes. Bennet is now down, sitting in the corner. Bazza comes at him again, hits him with a rolling cannonball. And now he's dragging Bennet out of the corner. Very smart move on Bazza's part. That shows the veteran in him that he can't beat him in the corner. He's too close to the ropes, so he's pulling when there's no way for him to escape.
Oh. It looks like he's
in with a heel hook. It's a submission move. He's doing a couple of things. He's got Bennett's knee hyperextended. You know, no is not the direction your ankle is designed to go.
No. Well, I mean, I know from the past that Brian's had some issues with his knees, so Bazza might have scouted him pretty well.
Well, and that is where I would give credit to Bazza for scouting his opponent. But Bennet does the right thing, and he drags. I know it takes a lot of energy, a lot of strength to pull your weight plus the weight of your opponent. But he's able to make it over to the corner and to the ropes. Referee does the right thing, calling for the break. Bennett's really trying to work that. Oh, I know exactly what he's going through. I've had my legs taken out before.
Oh, he's trying to get his bearings back.
Well, he's trying to get circulation back in there because if you feel like your leg has gone numb, basically you're a one-legged man in the butt-kicking contest.
Oh, and Brian and Bazza said, give a free shot, man.
And Bennet took it.
And it took it all right.
Right in the mouth.
Yeah, a little cockiness there from Bazza.
Maybe this is a point where we can say if he keeps it up, maybe Bennet is going to fist him in the mouth. I'm sure Bazza's used to that.
Ooh, and a nice vertical suplex from Brian Bennet.
Bazza good. You let that cockiness in that area come out, and Bennett's taking advantage of it. Bazza's probably thinking, I did not do that. Was I really that dumb? Yes, you were.
Hey, you shouldn't give a guy like Brian Bennet a free shot. I agree with you on that one, PK.
Well, he's probably a little upset because of the interference, or because of the distraction earlier, so that was probably all that frustration built up just to let Bazza have it. And Bennet is doing the right thing. He's staying on Bazza, not giving him a chance to catch his breath, not giving him an opportunity to catch his bearings. He is staying on his opponent. This is something that anybody who's interested or who's training to be a wrestler or as a rookie, this is something that you definitely want to take advantage of. Nice rolling DDT. But this is something you definitely want to look. You stay on your opponent. Don't give him a chance to breathe. Don't give him a chance to do anything. And on any given Sunday, quote unquote, somebody can win.
Well, it is Thursday.
Well, I say any given Sunday because I'm a huge football fan. And I also like that movie, too. Got a lot of people here behind Bennet. Oh, here we go.
Oh, hey, I'm Brian Bennet, and I can do a big bear hug.
That's funny. That's a good one.
Oh, look at that. What the hell? That's the second. The ref needs to tell Neon to go to the back.
Oh,
That
he's
is
told a joke.
that
It was
is
funny.
now the second time there's been distraction, and Bennet has taken a low blow kick from Bazza. Yeah, Bazza, the big, huge, badass bet, has to have help because he has to cheat in order to get advantage over his opponent.
I'll tell you what, though. We got to learn one thing. Neon Shadow does a great impression of Brian Bennet, though, right?
Actually, I'm from the South, and I didn't find that very funny.
Well, I did.
Well, of course, because you're an idiot Yankee.
Oh, there it goes
Bazza
for the
goes
pin.
in for the ref, goes in for the pin, and the ref turns around. We got 1, 2, and see, and that's all she could do. She could count. She didn't see what happened because of Neon's interference.
And Bazza looks a little frustrated there off that pin. He thought it was a 3 count.
Well, that's what he gets for thinking without permission or thinking without his girlfriend's permission. If he has a girlfriend.
Yeah, I mean, the ref, it was. I agree with Neon. It was. I thought it was a little bit of a slow count.
Nobody really cares what you all think. It's whatever. All honesty, Nicole is the law. If she says it was a 2 count, it's a 2 count. Doesn't matter if you agree with it or not. She's up there doing her job. Oh, Bennet comes in with the surprise schoolboy. 1, 2. Oh, I thought it was a 3 count.
That was about a 2.9 there, BK.
I do agree with that. That was very close. Bennet almost stole one from Bazza. You know, Bazza's arrogance getting the best of him.
Bazza's down. Brian Bennet is talking to the ref, thinking that was a 3 count.
Yeah, but you notice there's a difference in asking, "Hey, was that a 3 or whatnot?" Instead of saying, "Oh, that was slow count coming," and getting onto the ref. There's a way you can ask somebody, and there's a way you can talk to the official as opposed to talking down to them. Or you talk down to them, they may or may not kind of sway a little bit.
Oh, Brian Bennet trying to capitalize on that 3 count, on that 2 count. I mean, I don't think Brian Bennett's doing enough here to keep Bazza down. I mean, it seems like he's wasting a lot of time, BK.
Yeah, but if you take a look, Bazza, oh, he goes in for another pin. 1, 2. But if you notice, Brian's actually moving a little bit slower because of all that punishment that his leg took earlier. If you notice when he walks, he's got a little bit of a limp. So he's still trying to get the circulation, still trying to get the feeling back, and he's being very careful not to do something. And look at this. Look who is back.
Hey, ref. Ref. What's wrong with you? Good lord, my baby sister can count faster than you.
What the hell?
You know what I'm serious?
No. No.
Boy, Neon! What the? Think fast, bitch! Doing it.
Is that Tristan?
What the fuck?
Tristan's here.
Good. Let Tristan take care of Neon. Let him turn around and hit with what?
You pound my ass, I pound yours, bitch!
Oh. Oh, and I think Brian Bennet just hit the country roads.
All yours, Brian.
Oh, and Tristan's out here. Oh my, this is pure chaos now. Brian Bennet go for the pin.
Oh, fuck.
1, 2, and 3. Wow. Your winner by pinfall, Brian Bennet. What happened?
I'll be getting my mind back soon. Knock off.
Brian Bennett's getting out of Dodge quick. With the massive upset here over the Brown.
Wait a minute. You're calling this an upset win considering the fact all the prospects in it and overtime. What are they doing? This is being made out for a while. This is not an upset win. This is a mistake. Bazza's trying to be in the hockey and confidence. High five. And 3 times. Yeah, come on over here. I dare you to come over here. I dare you.
He's got to do a grueling match, BK.
It was my fault that you're a dumb idiot and took your eye off the ball. Get your little whiny ass back.
He's saying it, not me.
Go to the back, you little whiner. Go on and go get your manicure and your pedicure and go get your weave done and go get your little powder butt, pampered butt powder.
I hope Crystal's all right. I can't wait to see her.
You know, to be perfectly honest, if they're going to do this setup like this, they need to do it
Look
to
how
match
beautiful
Allison's
she is,
makeup.
BK.
They need to do it to match Allison's makeup. Make it look like there's been an explosion at the Crayola factory.
Allison is a beautiful woman, BK. How dare you even disrespect a beautiful women like this?
Oh, it's hateful speech when it's the
It
truth.
is.
Okay,
You're
so
being very hateful
the
today.
truth is now hateful. Is now hate speech. Okay, I got you.
You're very hateful today, BK. I gotta agree with them.
Well, that one you can blame on Bazza. I was here in a good mood when he decided to get in my face.
Oh, there's our queen taking her throne right where she deserves to be. It's Queen's Court, BK. We're in for a treat.
This ought to be very uninteresting. Okay. We got Transcendent out here. And as usual, I'm sure they're going to say something. So Crystal yells out, peasants, swine, whores, knaves, and the like. That's not a very good way to... Okay. Bow, for you were in the presence of your queen. In perfect royal fashion, the criminals of Fusion Pro Wrestling will be tried and executed in the Queen's Court. The two senile peasants named Suplex and Horses Morrissey have, for the past weeks, put their hands on your queen with the intent of mortally harming me, as the peasant Equine did last week with her stuffed bear. For our miniature geriatric, a chair suiting her size has been provided by your benevolent leader, as well as a wheelchair accessible space for the horse, considering her very old age. My
That was
mortal
good.
wound has fortunately healed, but doing such things to your royal highness is a treasonous act that must be dealt with.
True.
So, bring those two. Let's get this done with. Come on out, girls.
I mean, she's right, BK. It is a treasonous act. It's a queen. Put her hands on the queen.
But see, here's the deal. Most of us here from the States, there is no queen here, so she actually holds no authority. She has no power. She has nothing. So her, whatever this is that she's doing, is... Uh-oh.
Hit me once, I hit you back. You gave a kick, I gave a slap. You smashed a plate over my head, then I set fire to our...
Oh. Here comes horses. Hopefully on that stupid bear with her.
Hit you back, you gave a kick, I gave a slap. You smashed a plate over my head, then I set fire to our
Another really? You know, on the basis of one of those things that I was raised as a good lady, but something else that we know you're not a lady, I'll do the same thing to you I do to Bazza. I'll keep the teeth down the throat, and I'll actually encourage you to look at that thing goes.
Oh, hey, you're getting up.
They done it that today's just today. That just...
Speaking of it, you're in a very angry mood today, BK.
I was in a great mood, and now I'm being, I got called a bitch by Bazza, and now Allison is telling me to shut up or she'll stick the baseball bat, and they're agging it on. So, you know what? Let's do this. Cage match. Bazza and Allison 2-on-1 against me.
Oh, Horses says, ha ha, very funny. Horses says, where's Meghan Markle? Oh.
And here comes one of my other favorite women wrestlers in FPW, Suplex. Here's a real American that people need to look up to.
Allison don't have nothing nice to say to Suplex there.
Allison doesn't have anything nice to say to anybody. Now, see, here's Suplex. Here's a real American hero that people need to be looking up to. She does things the right way. She does things the way that it should be done, not like the one that you're praising.
Horses says, hey, Sue. Simmer down, Krusty.
Talking to you.
Horses says, firstly, good to see you're making a full recovery from that frightening blow to your face last week. But you're saying some pretty mean things right now. However, I understand that this is probably just a concussion, so I don't take any of it personally. I am sure Mrs. Suplex is equally not as bothered. Horses says, I've said similar to others over the years. I get your frustration. You're trying so hard to impress people. You even forget to dress this morning for attention, I guess. It's so charming. It is charming. Sorry. Suplex says, so last week I boarded the plane and put on my sleep mask and fell asleep, having great dreams of beating up Crystal and Allison, putting the hurting on them, something fierce. Sue says, but when I woke up and got off the plane, nothing looked right. Of course I didn't know at the time, because any country other than a good U.S. of kind of looks, well, not American. So I walked through the town and met people, and they spoke funny. I just thought they might be from Coventry or Liverpool, or like Wales or something. But no, it turns out I was in Nibiru. Or Narrabah. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Nairobi, excuse me. God bless you, by the way. Suplex says, thank goodness I brought my trusty never dusty good book. I sat down with some of the locals and I read them some of the good stories of Ruth and Esther and Mary Magdalene and Lilith. I taught them about girl power and being strong and smart and all that. Sue says, of course I taught them about JC too. He's kind of a cool dude, even though he hung out with 12 dudes and had a mommy issues and kept his squeeze secret. Suplex says, so when we were done reading, we got down to our knees and we prayed. And then I told them about tithing. That really worked. I got enough money to get a plane ticket, and I made it here to the arena in time for this week.
And that's tithing. That was in
Tithing.
church.
Okay. Suplex says, so now I'm here to cut a bitch. Which of y'all bitches wants to be cut first?
Excuse me, bitch?
You know, I don't see you out here complaining about Allison coming out here with the ball bat as much as you were complaining about Bennet coming out with the 2x4.
Well, I didn't know I had to read either, but here we are.
Well, like I said earlier, hooked on phonics, dude. Hooked on phonics.
Hey. This Suplex got a lot of nerve. She got a lot of nerve.
Hey, like I said, she's a true
She's
American.
American. She's an idiot. You get on a plane and she's walking around town not realizing where she's at. That's an idiot. It's an idiot.
Yeah, and I'm quite sure. Oh, tearing the set apart.
Oh, come on. Get out of there, Allison. Get the queen out of there.
Oh my god.
Crystal's running out of here. Oh, wait a minute. Why are they running? I thought they were bad, I thought they were two bad women.
They're destroying the set, BK.
So, it's in the way. This is wrestling. This is not, this is not, here's your throne, here's, this is wrestling. And Sue is doing exactly what needs to be done. Action. Wrestling is action.
It's probably because I called it Nibiru, because I couldn't pronounce that stupid country she was in. She's out there with the locals. She didn't worry about coming back here. She's out there with the locals. Give me a break.
Well,
yeah, that's right.
She was creating some international friendships between the U.S. and native Nairobians.
They're vandals. Allison is completely right. They're vandals in the ring right now. Where's your security should be down here right now?
Horses is out there telling Sue, watch out, you nearly hit me, I nearly died. I know that Sue is trying to watch out for horses, but I think that Transcendent has pressed a button that they were trying to avoid. And I think Sue is just not.
Oh, hold on, BK. You might be onto something here, because we both know that Suplex and Horses Morrissey don't see eye to eye either, so she very well could have been trying to kill horses.
No, I doubt very seriously, because even though they don't see eye to eye, I do believe that they do have one thing in common. That's the fact that neither one of them like Transcendent. Which I really can't blame them. Coming out here like they're above everybody, coming out here trying to talk down to people and trying to use old English. Yeah, that's just very disrespectful.
Wow.
Actually, the set never looked better.
Vandals. They're vandals. This is total. This is as good looking as anything you've ever seen, too.
Not really. You already see what I'm married to.
Oh. Let's get to our next match. Coming down the aisle. Hailing from Las Vegas, Nevada, standing at 5'2", weighing 115 pounds, Natalie Sonnen. from Queens, New York. Standing at 5'9", weighing 166 pounds, Joanne Steele. God, it just aches me to say her
I bet
name.
it just hurts you, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
And you know what's really funny about this match is that you don't like either one of them. I want to see how you're going to be. I want to see how you want to be a neutral commentating journalist during this match.
I'm going to be. That's my job. I'm going to be neutral. I don't like neither of them. But hey, I don't like you either. And I'm sitting here with you. We coexist. You gotta waste all this time going around clapping all these nitwits' hands. I'm gonna come over here and say something derogatory towards me.
No, she won't. She'll just come over here and tell you to shut up, and then she's going to say hi to me, and then she's going to go take care of business in the ring like she always does. Hey, Joanne.
Yeah. Wait, what do you guys gotta stand here? That's real funny. Real funny. See what I'm saying?
Every single week, Joanne gives me more and more reason to love her.
See what I'm saying? It's disrespectful.
Oh, every week I find more and more reason to love Joanne. I just love the crap that she gives you.
Spell one country wrong and you're a wanker.
No, I think they're just calling you that because you are. I don't think it has to do with the fact of mispronouncing. They've been calling you that for weeks. I think you kind of screwed up when you called Abby Tide.
Hey, that didn't count. That was the first week here. And I apologized to her after that.
Well, you know what they say. And I'm going to apologize for my language because you know what they say. One oh shit erases 1,000 attaboys.
Wow. Yeah. Give me a break. How would all you people?
And Nicole's getting the match started. Now, this ought to be a very, very competitive match. Both women are very sound. We don't see a lot of Natalie around, but she once again, like just about everybody on the roster, she is a seasoned vet. She knows what she's doing in the ring, and this should be a very competitive, very technical matchup. Both women are very evenly matched.
I mean, both of these women are both veterans. I mean, Joanne Steele has been around the grid just as much as Natalie Sonnen has been around the grid, so this should be a very good match. BK, like you said.
Oh, and Joanne tried to come out and handshake, and Natalie hit her with the spinning back kick.
See, that's Joanne's problem. That's Joanne's problem. She always wants to be friends with everybody. She wants to be friends and shake their hands and pat them on the back.
It's called sportsmanship. Oh, Natalie takes her down with an arm drag. Joanne able to make sure that that arm drag that the lock on it didn't get put in. Right up. Oh, shoves Natalie.
Well,
oh, Joanne, she's doing a taunt.
I have to say this one thing though, BK. That one thing about Joanne Steele. I mean, as much as it pains me to say it, you know, I've seen her wrestling before. We were at the same place. I'll tell you what, she's come here to Future Pro Wrestling with a little bit more of a fire on her. You know, she has a little bit more of a chip on her shoulder, it seems, and she's really a little bit more serious than she's ever been before. I got to give her that much.
And actually, I'm very proud to see that coming out of her because for a while, you know, she was kind of down a little bit. She's a very good friend of mine, and that's I'm not gonna lie about it. She's a good friend of mine. And Joanne just come to me one day and she's like, you know, BK, she says, I want to wrestle. I love wrestling, but I've lost something. And I just told her, I gave her a little bit of advice. I told her, I said, just take it as you will. do what you need, find something that's going to fuel you. And apparently, I think she kind of turns her anger towards you, and every time you say something, it just makes her mad, and then she goes to the ring and takes it out on her opponent. So you're actually helping her, even though you don't like her.
You know, I give her a little bit of credit, and you got to flip it all around like it's, give me a break.
Oh, okay. So now the truth is not only hateful speech, now the truth is hurting your snowflake ass. I got you. Okay. Joanne whips. Joanne whipped Natalie in. Joanne tried to go for a kick and got caught. Oh, got
spin kick.
Wow. Natalie goes in for the first pin. 1, 2, and 3. Ooh, I thought that was gonna. Ooh, that was close. I even thought it was a 3 count. But Joanne, being the veteran that she is, on instinct, she kicks out, knowing exactly where she is, and she was paying attention to the. You know, she was listening to how many times the ref's hand hit the mat, and she's got that count down. So able to kick out just in the nick of time. I think
She's getting up a little frustrated now, BK. Joanne is.
Yeah. And, I mean, come up and caught her. That looked like a modified enziguri that she got caught with.
Well, Joanne Steele's going to have to come around somehow and capitalize, go for the pin here. Oh, and a kick out of 1.
No, it's 2 count.
2 count.
I know it looked like a 1 count because Joanne, I think actually what happened was when Joanne hooked, she didn't hook it right and her arm slipped. So when she sat up, that Natalie's shoulders were still down, which Nicole did the right thing, but Joanne wasn't actually pinning her. So yeah, I could see the 1 count, but I did see the shoulder down, so there was a 2 count in there. Oh, nice neck breaker, which I'm quite sure there's quite a few people here, Paul, that would like to see Joanne do that to you.
Yeah, good luck. I don't go picking fights with the wrestlers, BK. I like you.
No, nobody. Wait a minute. I did not pick a fight whatsoever. I said the truth. He was the one that come over and called me a bitch. And being the southern redneck that I am, that's fighting words.
Yeah, I've been getting called a wanker all night long. But that's okay.
You get called a wanker
that's okay.
every week. You get called a wanker every week because you
That's
are.
okay, though. That's okay. All these idiot fans want to call me a wanker, but they call you a little bitch, and all of a sudden all hell breaks loose.
Well, see, because the difference is they'll call you a wanker because all you're going to do is sit down here. Bazza forgets that I was in the ring, and he called me that, and he knows that I can take up for myself, so he made the mistake, not me.
Oh, and a kick there. Spinning back kick from Natalie hits Joanne on her way over there, and look at Natalie coming out.
Coming out with those MMA kicks. Going back. And then, she just whipped Joanne into the corner, and Joanne hit very hard.
Now Joanne backs up there.
Well, Natalie tried to come in with a backflip and a kick, and then she did a run-in to try to do a leap and impact, and Joanne, being the veteran that she is, rode out of the way. Natalie stunned for a second. Joanne taking advantage of this window of opportunity. Goes in and grabs her with the side headlock and dragging her out to the middle of the ring. Another good move. Keep them away from the ropes. Don't have to break the hold.
Now she's dragging her out in the middle. It's a very smart move by Joanne Steele. No, see, I give credit where credit's due, BK.
Yeah, but you just can't do it. Oh, Joanne catches her with the clothesline after a real hard Irish whip into the ropes. I'm surprised that Natalie didn't end up doing a backflip on that one as hard as she got hit.
Oh, Joanne has to find a way. I'm trying to find a way to win this match. Oh, she's working on that leg.
And just like earlier, and I'll say this every time I say, keep your opponent on the ground. They're the same size. They have no power. And then what do? You take the legs away from them. They can't stand. You saw. I mean, even though Bennet picked up the win earlier, you saw how much of a fight it was for him once his leg got taken away from him for a little while. He was moving very slowly. He wasn't able to build momentum or use his strengths because he had to worry about an injured leg.
Oh, hopefully Natalie Sonnen would take that sound advice here.
And Joanne is definitely keeping her on the ground and keeping her working on Natalie's leg, make sure that she can't stand, because you can't stand, you can't fight. Just like from the one Karate Kid movie, was the second one? Man can't see, man can't fight. Well, if you can't stand, you can't fight either. And she goes in for a figure four, going for a submission.
That's a very smart move there by Joanne Steele. Going after working her leg, going right into the figure four leg lock. Did you just give a Karate Kid reference?
Yeah. I never said I wasn't old. And Joanne has got her right in the middle of the ring, but once again, I realize Joanne is going for the submission because she wants to win, but she's actually doing a very smart thing. She's making Natalie use a lot of energy to not only pull her own weight, but pull Joanne's. This is dead weight because Joanne is laying down, and that does nothing but just wear Natalie down. That is a very smart move on Joanne's part. Make your opponent use all their energy, and you can serve yours.
Well, Natalie showed some strength there, moving her way all the way to the ropes.
Okay, thank you very much, Vicky. I didn't remember if it was the second one or the third one, but you know which one I'm talking about. Thank you for the thank you for the correction.
Oh, there's a knee McFlurry by Natalie Sonnen here.
Yeah, but if you notice, there's not a whole lot of strength behind it because Joanne's been working on her legs. So yes, they're effective, but they would be a lot more effective.
Oh! Get owned combo there, BK. We've seen that before. It happens so fast. If you blink, you'll miss it.
Yeah. I think this happened to us. What, week one that we worked together? There was so many moves that was done that we couldn't keep up with it.
Yeah. Oh, and I'll tell you what, Joanne Steele is showing some heart here, refusing to go. Oh, there she goes there with that slide counter kick from Natalie Sonnen. Finally, Joanne Steele off her feet. Beautiful array of moves there by Natalie Sonnen. Oh, it's a Coney Island Wonder Wheel, BK.
Oh, and
Oh.
that is it. That is a finisher.
No one kicks out of it.
1, 2.
Oh, my
Whoa.
God.
What? No, nobody kicks out of the Coney Island Wonder Wheel.
Wow, Natalie
Oh.
so just kicked out. She has to be the first person we've seen, BK, that ever kicked out of this.
Wow. Okay, that was impressive.
Wow.
Even Joanne is stunned.
Joanne Steele is shocked because she usually gets the 3 count. I mean, not usually, all the time gets the 3 count.
But here she goes. She's not letting it. She's not letting it discourage her. She's coming up and she's got her up. Picks her up. Hits her with the Kirifu driver and goes it.
Oh, she goes right into a submission.
She's trying to choke her out. The ref is down checking on Natalie.
The Kirifuda driver choke out, and she tapped.
Whoa, no. I don't think. No, she didn't.
She's out. The referee says she's out cold.
The ref just indicated that she passed out. She didn't give up. She passed out.
Wow, I seen her. I couldn't see her other hand. Wow. She totally passed out and knocked her out. Wow.
Okay, even you have to admit that was impressive
I'll tell you
on both women's part, and that was an impressive win by Joanne.
I'm absolutely impressed. I have to admit that. I'm absolutely impressed. I mean, I'm impressed on both parts, BK. I'm impressed that Natalie Sonnen actually kicked out of the Coney Island Wonder Wheel. I've never seen that before.
Wow. I got a feeling though after that, even though Natalie's going to realize that she did lose the match fair and square, and she lost on this particular day. She lost to the better competitor. I'm sure this is not over. I'm sure we're going to see these two in the ring once again because as competitive as that was, not only would I want to see it, I think the fans of FTW want to see it as well. I don't see these two ladies not being in the ring again. I see this being a really great feud starting up.
You know, I had to notice one small thing here, BK. I don't know if you caught on to it. But we see Joanne Steele in a lot of matches, you and I. We've seen her in a lot of matches.
Yeah.
And she waits there for, especially when she's fighting another even competitor, waits there, you know, for the game after handshake and, hey, good match and all that. Joanne Steele just left the ring. Left the ring.
Well, it's like I said, I've had conversations with her. I've given her some. I didn't tell her what to do. I just gave her some ideas and gave her some thoughts and things, and told her. I basically told her. I said, think about what happened when you first got into wrestling, when you wanted to get into wrestling. Think about that hunger and that desire and that drive that you had to be the best. Apparently, somewhere along the way, you kind of got it muddled a little bit. Apparently, she found that, and now she's coming in here. She's doing things the right way, but she's going in, taking care of business, going home. She's coming in, she's punching her time clock, she's punching her card, coming in, doing her job, and going home. That's plain and simple, and I like this new attitude from Joanne.
Oh, impressive. I mean, impressive on both ends of that match, BK. I mean, we see things we never see before in that match.
Especially for Natalie to kick out of the Coney wheel,
Unbelievable.
I have never, in all the years that I have seen Joanne in the ring, that's the first time I've ever seen that happen. Nobody ever kicks out of that.
Uh-oh, BK. You know what that bell means. Oh, we know what this means, BK.
Time for a bathroom break.
Oh, the lights are out.
Back in the day of the concert, they used to be lighters, but now they do cell phones.
Wow. I mean, Banshee has been playing games. Oh, there's that laugh.
Here we go.
Oh, boy.
Minions of the FPW, the night of Throwback is upon us. Now, for those who it has not the pleasure of knowing such a night as this, where the FPW bring the grandest strengths to the table, our warriors square off to their last breath to glory, to prove their dedication, to gain recognition, to maketh history, and maketh their legacy. I myself shall beest upholding the very most wondrous of my own potential. This shall beest the Banshee Queen's very first time that she shall grace herself in the ring for the FPW. And with this half said, ladies and gentlemen, I bestow upon thee my match for Throwback. Heed thy words. Becky shall face the crimson darkness, the queen of all queens, the Banshee, in a steel cage match.
Oh.
Okay, so let me make sure that I have this correct. The Banshee is claiming she's a queen, so there's two queens.
Heed mine own words, commentators. For that Becky must know this. The iron is hot, Becky, and I shall striketh thee down. Nay, where for the little girl to run, to encave thyself from the Banshee. Becky, thou shalt meet thy end, surrounded by the darkness that shall be vanquished in the light. The darkness will always be the dominance of this company. As I had said last week, Becky, the final candle in the dark shall be snuffed out.
Wow.
So I'm sorry, you know, 2 queens in 1 Fed is not going to work.
Oh, I mean, in all fairness, there was a Wicked Witch of the East, and there was a Wicked Witch of the West in the Wizard of Oz, BK.
Yeah, but this is FPW, and we're talking about Natalie and Banshee, so wouldn't it be Wicked Bitches of the East and West?
Whoa. Did you hear, though? Steel Cage next week with Becky. Steel Cage. Banshee and Becky inside a steel cage next week.
Wow, and imagine that. She challenged her to a steel cage after I challenged Bazza. Original thinking there.
But, hold on, hold your horses here, BK. Also next week, Brooke Owens against Samantha Fox, which we found out earlier in the show. Also, Tristan Fang will finally get his hands on Neon Shadow. And Transcendence, I'm getting word, will be in a tag team match against Horses, Morty, and Suplex next week at Throwback Thursday, BK. It's turning out to be a great show.
Oh, I have no doubt, because, you know, that's all we do is we put on great shows. I have no doubt it's going to be a great one. What I'm really excited about is the fact that it's Throwback Thursday. That's what I'm really excited about. I always like the retro stuff because it's blast from the past, and it gives people a chance who don't know about some of the people from their past and how they come up. They may do something like wear old wrestling gear or come out to old, you know, to their original music or something like that. So I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the nostalgia.
Yeah, what are you planning on dressing up as? A poor man's Ralph Macchio, Dave LaRusso? After your little Karate Kid comment?
No, actually, I was going to dress up as you. I was going to come out here as a brand new from back 10 years ago with the blue and the white striped shirt and the big blue and white tennis shoes, all that other good stuff. I was just going to come out here as a Ruth noob.
And you get a lot of looks, too, because you would look amazing. Anyway, let's get ready for our main event, BK. Main event's coming right now.
Okay. And I know you're excited about this.
Oh, I am.
Yeah, I know. So, ladies and gentlemen, or actually, somebody in the back, if you could send the cleanup crew out here. I need a shop vac. I need ShamWows. I need buckets. I need probably 50-gallon drums.
Okay.
And I need some
buckets
for you to clean up the wet spot that you're about to be sitting in.
Jeez, you think I could produce that much water?
Yeah, water,
anyway,
you're right.
Coming down the aisle first from Coney Island, New York, standing at 6'3", weighing 234 pounds. Lights out, Lux, Tesla.
Why did you just say Lux is coming down? Curt Bombastic's music playing. Really?
Yeah, they got me all screwed up with these cards here. Morons in the back. Morons in the back got me all screwed up with the cards here, DJ. This is what I'm saying. This is a sabotage.
If you think about it, this works for you because that means longer you get to look at Curt and DHA and do whatever it is.
I can do my job. I can do my job correctly this time. Hailing from Toronto, Canada, standing at 6'3", weighing 245 pounds, the irresistible one, Curt Bombastic.
The job you're doing doesn't have the word man in front of it.
No, it has the word. You're doing a hell of a job. That's what it says. And his partner, hailing from Boise, Idaho, standing at 6'1", weighing 250 pounds, the elder statesman, David Hawk Actor. Stand up for our elders. Have some respect for the elder statesman, BK. There he is. Look at these people booing. I show some respect. A true patriot right there. And their opponents, first hailing from the plains of the Wild West, standing at 6'11", weighing 299 pounds, the gunslinger, Asadar. And And his partner, hailing from Coney Island, New York, standing at 6'3", weighing 234 pounds. What's out, Lux Tesla? No love lost here with any of these guys here, BK. Oh, look at
Wait a minute.
It already started. I love it.
Whoa. No. You can't tell me this is not
BK.
It's a 2-on-1 right now. You telling me that they're actually going to come in and they're not even going to let his partner come down? What kind of competitiveness? It makes no sense to me how you can condone this.
First of all, it's okay that Lux Tesla basically destroyed DHA's car last week. DHA is a $300,000 car, BK.
It's one thing to destroy a piece of property. It's one thing to destroy a car because a car can be replaced. If Lux comes out here and they totally dismantle him, Lux can't be replaced. He's a person.
Well, Curt Bombastic didn't do nothing. He stole the ring.
Oh, well, here he comes. I'm sure Curt is not going to sit back and let, DHA quote-unquote have all the fun.
Well, DHA, I understand. I know how mad he is because I talked to DHA, and he is furious over this whole car debacle.
Got him down here on the floor. The match hasn't even really started yet. And
hey, we can hear the bell.
Lux and DHA are just sitting here going at it. Kurt's kind of looking on. Oh, DHA was going to go for an atomic drop. Lux backflipped out of it and throws DHA, and he lands in the barricade hard. Lux follows him in, catches him with the drop kick. Oh, nice move.
Whoa. Yeah, DHA, I hope he's all right.
He's all right. What those people you weren't saying that whenever when Lux got attacked.
Yeah, well, you know what? Lux didn't give me a T-shirt. How about that?
Just doing a ground and pound on Lux, just taking out the frustration from what happened to the car last week. Even though DHA doesn't have any real proof that it was Lux, somebody spray painted Lux's name on the sidewalk. So what?
Oh, God.
Ref is telling them to get in the ring so they can officially start the match. Matt has yet to make his appearance.
You know, I'm going to use your line on you, BK. If you believe that, I'm going to sell you some ocean land property in Kansas, whatever the hell you say.
Okay, well, first of all, become original. Don't copy off me.
I'm just saying. I'm
going to start charging you for copyright infringements or for gimmick infringement.
Yeah.
But you notice, I mean, Curt has not gotten involved in this. He's just letting those two.
Yeah, we haven't seen that. Yeah, I mean, we're getting no word.
This seems awful suspicious due to the fact that the tag team partner is here. So think about and DHA pulled that on Matt, and Matt's travel arrangements got quote unquote mishandled.
Wow.
And they are both still going at it. The outside, this match has not officially started. Lux just takes and puts DHA on his back, tries to roll in. DHA gets him with the knee kick and with the roundhouse. Good grief, this action is fierce, and this is not even a sanctioned match yet.
Oh, the bell hasn't even rung yet.
I think Nicole's just pretty much like, yeah, just let them go at it.
I mean, she
coming
was
out
trying.
with a nice roundhouse, and they are just wow. This is better than any ballroom brawl I've ever seen.
I mean, Curt Bombastic's in the ring, getting a bird's eye view of this. I mean, he's not even doing anything.
These guys. Oh, wait a minute.
That's right. He's the only state that he's teaching. This guy's an idiot. Looks a question right now.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Wait a minute. Our illustrious co-owner is Stuart Ward making his way out here.
Oh, what's this about?
Okay, guys. Okay, I'm gonna ask for the tech people cut the music. I want to hear what Stuart's got to say about this. DHA and London, stop. Okay, here we go.
You know what? I'm sick and tired of all of this nonsense each week. First off, Matt, don't know where the hell he's gone to. And now we've got this whole crap with you and DHA and Lux. I'm sick and tired of having to deal with this each and every single week. So here's what we're going to do. Curt, you can just go the hell backstage and I'll deal with you there. You two, Matt, you two, Lux, and David, you guys want to just fight like this, destroy each other's property, get involved with each other's stuff. How about we settle this the old-fashioned way? And next week, at Throwback Thursday, we will have you two compete. And that's all I've got to say about that.
Yeah. You know, Stuart Worth has no respect for other people's property. I'll tell you that right now.
It had nothing to do with the property. It's the fact that he's done with this and he's done with the BS. So he just said, let's do this the right way. Put him in the ring. Let him go at it. I actually agree with Stuart on this 100%.
Well, if Stuart Worth was any kind of GM, if he was any kind of nag, he would have came out here and abruptly fired Lux Tesla for destruction of property last week.
But once again, where is the proof that Lux actually did it? That would be like saying, let's say, for instance, I went to Stuart's house and I cut down a bunch of his bushes and I took and I spray painted and said Paul was